Hey crew. All right. So I've never been much of a like superhero artist. Never really got into the whole thing. But since I've been doing some sketches lately, I thought, hey, you know what? Why not? Let's give it a go. And how hard can it be? Famous last words, I think. And so I'm more of a Superman guy, to be honest with you. Now, don't get me wrong. I like Batman. I really do. You know, he's the only superhero that's a human. Doesn't have much of, well, it doesn't have any super strength or anything like that. But he's the only human out there who uses his intelligence, which, you know, you could argue that Lex Luthor is pretty intelligent himself too, but now we're just nerding out here. But Batman, greatest detective out there. Sorry guys, trying to focus here on the highlights. You know, the thing about doing cartoons like this is that it's a little difficult because there's so many shadows, right? And so then trying to get all those shadows to line up and work with the character, it's a little difficult. But I am a big fan of Batman, don't get me wrong. I've seen all the Batman movies and comics. So, I mean, as much as I say I'm more of a Superman guy, kind of guy, my first cartoon of a hero here is Batman. So, I should say something. So, my printer once in a while will start blinking for no reason. It scares the bejeebus out of me. Let's see, I didn't bring any of those thicker markers, so I'm just gonna color in like full color in the logo, the bat logo. I might leave a little bit of a white line there. Thank you guys for all the positive comments, for all the wonderful emails I've gotten. I've gotten a lot of questions about, am I selling my sketches? Well, so it's one of those questions that I've sold them, but I didn't do them with the intent of selling them, which is fantastic, right? It's like getting a Christmas gift, and it's not even Christmas time. So I've been lucky that I was able to sell them. Thank you guys for all your support. But if you guys are interested in any one of them, if I don't have it, and if I've already sold it, and you guys really just gotta have it, let me know. Send me a text. I've already had a couple of people contact me, and so it looks like maybe this weekend I'm gonna get to start drawing. I think the Raven was a popular one. So muscles, you know, one of the things about the superheroes is they've got these extraordinarily big muscles, right? And it's a little hard to kind of figure out where to put them at. It really is. And as I'm starting to draw this, I'm starting to realize that, you know, birds, they just have feathers all over the place. These guys, well, they don't have feathers. But how hard can it be? Okay, so all I'm doing here is just adding his chest. Thinking it's something like this. Contours, where all the muscles are gonna go. And I think with this one, I think we're definitely gonna color this one. We're gonna use some of those highlighters. I've always wanted to do a color version of one of these guys drawn out. Alright, let's keep adding these highlights and shadows. Alright, so I thought I'd forgotten my big Sharpie, so I was able to color in his shorts. And the way you do that, very simple. I mean, as you can tell, you can see how I did that, right? You just kind of blend it in together like that. Now, I mean, I also did the cape here, the back cape. The back of the cape, not the bat cape, which I guess it still is the bat cape. Now, I'm just adding so you know how I told you guys I wanted to add some color to this painting with our highlighters. Now, obviously, guys, if you guys got better markers than highlighters, which I know a lot of you guys do, then use those. I'm just going to use highlighters because that's all I have. Oh, here we go. And just adding the little shadows here for the muscles. So because I'm using, or I want to use the markers, I want to add a lot of areas that are dark, like really dark, so that when you use the markers, the areas that highlight, I'm thinking is going to look pretty cool. Yeah, coming out? I think so. Now, again, guys, bear with me. I'm no expert. I'm just going along as I see. Maybe one here. Here's where the glove goes. So far so good. I'm really liking the way this is coming out. So here we have the knuckles. So that means I have to make these a little darker here. You know, I'm really liking, oh sorry guys, I kind of lose track. If I start dozing off there, camera starts moving. It's because I can't look at the camera as I'm recording and draw at the same time. Yeah, I'm one of those guys. I can't chew gum and talk at the same time either. I think that's all guys though, right? No, it's just me. So one thing I've noticed when doing, little things like that, little doodles, it just gives it much more character if you add, for example, something like that. Just little doodads. Just makes it stand out a lot more. Now, unfortunately, I don't have my thinner pens. Man, I thought I did. But I don't. So, I'm just going to have to do with the markers that I have. Let's escape. And hopefully, it won't look too bad if we just do it all in one width. I'm not going to go all the way down to the legs. I'm probably going to end it right about there. So as I said earlier, I'm trying to add a lot more shadows here because when we add our blue highlighters, I really want those to stand out, to the highlights to stand out. And I think the only way it'll happen is if we add a little more darker areas like this. What do you guys think? So far so good? Yeah, I think it's coming along. I think so too. I concur. Today's sketch was brought to you by the word concur, which means I agree. Don't feel bad, I just learned it too. Alright, so the cape is obviously coming down. You know what? I think we need to add a little more dark here. Man, I wish I had my thinner line so I can do some minor shadowing there. All right, now with this thick marker, I'm going to go through here and just color in some of these areas. All right, so we went ahead, added some more highlights or shadows throughout our Batman. Did the gloves. Oh, added with our big Sharpie. Darken some areas here on the cape. I still haven't completed the cape down here, but I can't wait. I almost thought I didn't have any highlighters here with me, but I do. Yay! All right, so let's color in the cowl, the cape, the gloves. See what this is gonna look like. Now, why I like highlighters is that transparent color that they have. You know, you can blend it in with other colors. It'll look phenomenal. And it's mostly because that's all I have here in my office, guys. Office supplies. I know. Now in my studio, I've got the art supplies. Not in the office. But when you're an artist, you'll make do. It's coming along. Look at that. Pretty neat, huh? Telling you, I knew those shadows would definitely make the cape stand out in the areas where the highlights showed up. Okay, I'm gonna turn this way and to this side. Look at that. Okay. Now another thing that it's doing, which I think is pretty neat, it actually, if the marker is still kind of wet, the black Sharpie, you can see areas that kind of blend into the highlighter, so you'll see like a darker blue. Look at that, see? So that's pretty neat too. So you can actually get like a darker blue and then a lighter blue as it goes out this way. Right, I'm gonna add some more shadows here, and on this side of the cape as well. Yeah, I know it's black, but I still want it to have that blue hue when people look at it. Well, you know what? That's not bad for my first attempt at drawing a superhero. I'm pretty pleased with it. Oh, you know what? If we do the gloves may we may have to add some more darker areas so that the gloves and the cape don't blend together. This glove is okay because there's a lot of black here and a lot of black here. This one, we might have to add some more black here on the sides. Oh, let me hold a second. All right, so to do that, I'm just gonna darken this. All right, it's coming along. You guys hear my Chihuahua up there? Little killer. No, that's Oliver, man. That little dog goes everywhere with me. He's my little buddy. Now, I've had huskies. I've had all sorts of types of dogs. People always asking me, is Chihuahuas your favorite? Well, you know what? They're easier to take with you wherever you go. Now you can take the others with you too. Don't get me wrong. I love all animals. But that little guy, he's a trip, man. He knows when I'm about to leave, so he'll hurry up and let's see if we can do it this way so you guys can see there we go. He'll hurry up and wait for me by the door. So the wife is vacuuming right now, and if you guys can hear that, he's attacking the vacuum cleaner. And look at that. Nice. Man, I wish I had like a gray highlighter. That would look pretty cool, huh? If we could do like the suit itself. Alright, crew. Well, there it is. Another short video. We drew a little superhero. Oh, I forgot the cape. Look. Oh no, that's not the cape. That's his arm. Big ass arm. Alright. Well, there it is, guys. I'm gonna go here on the bottom. And what's today? The 22nd? Alright. I'll date it later. Make sure it's the right date. Alright, crew. Until next time. We'll see you guys soon. All right, so I was culling it over, guys, but then look, I found me a yellow highlighter. Yeah. So that means we get to continue the fun, at least with the belt here. You see how that blends and you get a little bit of that darker. It's like it smudges the highlighters. That's okay too. It gives it a nice effect, I think. Oh, added a little bat symbol there. Here, let me do it this way so that. Boom. Ooh. That's okay. Add a little bit of yellow there and there. Maybe right there too. Now I did find I had some orange. Oh, and look, it was the 22nd. All right, so with the orange, maybe we can add some, like right here. So it looks a little darker. Pretty neat, huh? Okay, and there it is. Now, if I had gray highlighter, I think highlighter manufacturers out there, telling you, it's an artistic media that some of us want to really explore. So get to it. All right, crew. This time I mean it. Until next time, we'll see you guys again. Thank you guys for joining me in these little quick sketches. They're definitely a lot of fun, and I'm glad you guys are there with me. All right. Later, crew.